Hi, it's Faith Davis from Mountain Mama Massage. And today I've got a couple poses, a follow up to our new parent neck and shoulder stretches. These are going to be another set of new parent stretches for your upper back. All you're really going to need today is something that you can lay across. So that could be a foam roller, a bolster, or even just a rolled up towel. Come with me. We're going to start on our backs, laying on the mat. Reminder, if you've just had a baby and you're experiencing any separation in the abdomen, I want you to roll onto your side, head comes down, and then you roll onto your back from there. I want you getting up and down like that all of the time. That's really protecting the core. Once you get down, start to rock through the pelvis, and rock the pelvis towards the pubic bone. Rock the pubic bone towards the navel, and then lift through the hips. Roll back down. Take this a couple more times. You can use the hands on the ground to help stabilize you, lifting through the hips and rolling back down. We're finding gentle movement of the upper back and the spine here. As you lift your hips, feel that pressure, roll up and come back down. Really important to keep the gaze up towards the ceiling. When you do this, that's going to protect your cervical spine, your neck. Next time that you roll up, try pulling the arm bones underneath you and maybe even grabbing the hands. Press the pinky side of the grabbed hands onto the ground and keep rolling the shoulders under, lifting the chest up. Keep the knees pointing straight out from the hips, almost as if you were squeezing a block in between the knees. Reach them straight away from you, hips lifting up, opening through the upper back, and getting some work and the reverse of the rounded pose we're often in when we take care of infants. Slowly release the hands and roll back down, and then release the upper back further by lifting the arms with you as you roll up and down. This work is really coming from the legs and the hips, so this is a safe pose to do post-vaginal or cesarean birth. Always stay within the bounds of what feels good in your body. So even if I tell you something is safe and it doesn't feel good to you, just stop. Don't keep going. Next time you roll down, let everything sink in. Like we talked about, when we come up and down, we're going to roll to the side. So roll over to one side, use the hands to press up. Look around your space and grab whatever it is that you wanted to lay across. So I'm going to grab a rolled up towel. You might use your foam roller that's a little bit bigger in diameter. And then that bolster is even bigger. So just be mindful that the bigger the piece that you choose to lay across, the more intense the opening will be. Especially if you're closer to birth, I want you to start with something smaller so that as you extend, it's not putting undue pressure on the core to do work. Especially what's nice about having something as low as the towel, you can watch this as I roll down onto it. I'll roll from the other side so you can see. I can come down and I can roll onto the towel while still keeping my head down. It's really easy to come onto. I have to lift my hips up just like I did in bridge to get it. I've got to readjust a little here because I want this to be right at my sacrum. I want my hips on the ground and my spine extended over the towel. If you need a little more support for your head, you could always roll up the end of the towel or get yourself another pillow if that felt like too much extension. And then it's simple here. Arms reach down by your side. You could have your knees in constructive rest pose. That's feet apart, knees bent, and the knees resting in on each other. Or if you want more of starfish, you can stretch the legs out. You could stay here, or you could try reaching arms overhead. Again, remembering to balance that desire for stretch with just a gentle protection of the core. When we flare out the ribs really big, that's hard on our core system until we've healed up. Maybe you want to take it down into a cactus, right? And if any of these feel too far, reach it up overhead. Hands just come back down by the side. If you want more, roll to the side, press yourself up, and readjust your towel. This time I'm going to lay it so that it's perpendicular to my spine. And again, the beauty of the towel is that it's small enough that I can lay across it. I'm gonna lay across it. I'm gonna put my head down so I can roll onto my back, and it's going to land, for me, what would feel great today is just at the bottom of my shoulder blades, just the little tips of the shoulder blades on it, and then I could stretch my arms out. You might find that you like that, or that you want to keep the knees bent, or that you want to reach the arms overhead. I love this pose as just a really slow burn. And what I mean by that is setting this towel here under the shoulders and just staying. 1 minute, 3 minutes. Stay and enjoy. If you want to scooch it along the back and choose a different spot, you can just sort of shimmy yourself up. Again, you don't have to, and it would be ideal if you don't. Sit up, right? This is putting a lot of pressure on the core, so instead I just shimmied with my head down. I found a new spot and stretched out. Beautiful. As long as you want, do that. When you're ready to come up, roll to the side. Use the hands to walk yourself up to seated. And now that we've gotten that loosened up in the slow way, let's go ahead and grab a strap or a pashmina. This is going to feel familiar for those of you who have already done our new parent neck and shoulder stretch, the 5-minute version. Grab this, stretch it out into a nice V. Reach the arms up overhead and back. And feel that movement now in the shoulder blades. If you liked those lying down poses, I want to recommend the video that we made, my favorite postpartum pose. Check that out, you're just gonna love it. Take a couple more of these, and then release. You've been there before with this wrap of the elbows. Reach the arms out, wrap the right arm underneath the left, either hugging the shoulders or pressing the palms together, lifting up. Take a few breaths into the upper back. If you can, let the eyes close. Sweep these eagle wings open and wrap the left underneath the right. Again, you could hold the shoulders or lift up. Let the breath reach in between the shoulder blades. If you need more sensation, elbows come up, close the eyes. Sink down into the hips. And let that go. Roll the shoulders. And we just freed up a lot of space in the upper back. Always, if you have questions, email me hello@mountainmamamassage.com. Or if you just want to find out more information about us, you can subscribe to this channel or reach us mountainmamamassage.com. Take care.